One player shot 63, the other shot 65. And right now, two European Ryder Cup teammates are standing on the brink of one of the most fascinating weekend showdowns we have seen on the PGA Tour all season. $3.6 million are on the line. A course record has already fallen, and only one of these two men has ever lifted the plaid jacket before. So what actually happened at Harbour Town, and who is walking away with this championship? Stay with me because the story is better than you think. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. If you love your golf the way I love my golf, then grab a cup of coffee, settle into your favorite chair, and let me walk you through everything you need to know about the RBC Heritage at Harbour Town Golf Links in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. This is the fourth signature event of the PGA Tour season. The purse is $20 million. The winner takes home $3.6 million. And the leaderboard heading into the weekend has given us a storyline that even the seasoned commentators did not see coming. Let me set the scene for you. On Thursday, the opening round belonged to Ludvig Aberg, the young Swede who has been quietly building one of the most consistent games in professional golf. He opened with an 8-under par 63 and looked absolutely untouchable. And then Friday happened, and Friday changed everything. Matt Fitzpatrick, the Englishman from Sheffield, walked onto Harbour Town and put on a clinic. I mean a genuine, old-fashioned, jaw-dropping clinic. He fired an 8-under 63 of his own, and here is the part that has the golf world buzzing. That round is now the official course record at Harbour Town Golf Links. Now, I want to be honest with you about this because it is a little bit of a technicality. 3 players have actually shot a lower number at Harbour Town over the years. But because Davis Love III renovated the course after last year's tournament, the record book was essentially wiped clean. So as of Friday afternoon, Matt Fitzpatrick holds the official course record. And that has not sat well with everyone. At least one PGA Tour commentator called the ruling, and I am quoting here loosely, a little bit disrespectful to the players who came before. What do you think about that? Should a course renovation wipe out decades of history? Let me know in the comments below because I am genuinely curious which side of this debate you land on. Now here's where the story gets really interesting. Fitzpatrick did not just shoot a beautiful round. He had one of those moments that every golfer, professional or amateur, dreams about. On the par 3 14th hole, his tee shot turned hard to the left and looked like it was headed for sand, trees, and possibly the water. And then, almost like it was scripted, the ball caught the edge of a cart path, came back down the slope, got slowed by a sprinkler head, and rolled right onto the green. He holed a 30-foot putt for birdie. He said afterward, and these were his own words, that it was lucky and that sometimes you need that in a week. Now I want to be clear, a 30-footer still takes skill to read and to stroke. But every great champion needs a little magic, and Fitzpatrick got his on Friday. Behind him, one shot back, is Viktor Hovland of Norway. And I have to tell you, I think Hovland might be the story of this entire tournament before Sunday is over. He posted a 6-under 65 in the afternoon when the wind had picked up and the course was playing significantly harder than it did in the morning. He made 8 birdies, 8, including a tap-in on the exposed 17th that he flagged from inside the trees. Golf Digest predicted a Viktor Hovland breakout performance was coming this week. They may have been right. So on Saturday, Fitzpatrick and Hovland, the 2 Ryder Cup teammates from Team Europe, will play in the final pairing together. Think about that for a moment. These 2 men stood side by side just a few months ago trying to beat the Americans, and now they are battling each other for $3.6 million. That is the beauty of professional golf. One week you are brothers in arms. The next week you are trying to take each other's lunch money. Now before we get to what happened in round 3 and what the rest of the leaderboard looks like, I want to take just a quick moment with you. Here is something that genuinely surprises me every single time I check the numbers. More than 90% of the people watching this video right now are not subscribed to this channel. 90%. And I find that remarkable because a story like this one, 2 Ryder Cup teammates battling for a course record and $3.6 million in a signature event the week after the Masters, is exactly the kind of moment that deserves to reach further than it has. So if you are enjoying this breakdown, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, share this video with one friend who loves golf as much as you do. Now let's continue. Let's talk about the rest of the leaderboard because there is plenty of drama below the top 2 as well. Harris English sits in solo 3rd place at 10 under par, 4 shots back of Fitzpatrick. Then you have a 3-way tie for 4th place at 9 under, Sepp Straka. Ludvig Aberg, who cooled off considerably after his hot opening round, and Patrick Cantlay, who is quietly playing some of his best golf in months. Cantlay shot a 64 on Friday, which tells you the conditions on Friday morning were gettable if you had your game together. Now let me ask you something, and be honest in the comments. Who do you think is actually going to win this tournament? Do you trust Fitzpatrick to close? Remember, he has already won at Harbour Town before, back in 2023 in a playoff over Jordan Spieth. He knows this course. He knows how to handle the final round pressure here. But Hovland has more firepower. Hovland can go low in a way that Fitzpatrick sometimes cannot. And then there is the wild card, Patrick Cantlay, who could absolutely post a low weekend number and sneak into contention while everyone is watching the final pairing. Tell me below which one of these three men you think lifts the trophy on Sunday. Now there is another name I have to mention because this is the story everyone keeps asking about. Scottie Scheffler, the world number one, four-time major champion, and coming into this tournament one of the heavy favorites. Well, here's what happened to Scottie. His very first tee shot of the week sailed out of bounds. Out of bounds. The world number one. He somehow salvaged a bogey and then grinded his way to a bogey-free 67 on Thursday, and followed that with another 67 on Friday. He hit all 14 fairways on Friday, which is only the fourth time in his entire career he has accomplished that. But here's the reality. He sits at 7 under par, tied for 14th, 7 shots back of the leader. Can he make a run? He might. But it would take something truly special, and Scottie himself has admitted the putts just are not falling the way he needs them to. And I would be doing you a disservice if I did not mention Collin Morikawa. Morikawa has been battling a back injury that forced him out of the Players' Championship last month. After the Masters last week, he told reporters, and these were his own words, that he has never been this scared in his life to go out and play. He said he is swinging at 50%. And yet, he opened this tournament with a bogey-free 67, followed by another 68. The man is hanging tough. And if his back holds up over the weekend, do not count him out. There is an old saying in golf, beware of the injured golfer. I have seen it prove true more times than I can count. So here is where we stand. Fitzpatrick at 14 under, Hovland at 13 under, English at 10 under, a pack at 9 under, and a very dangerous wounded Morikawa lurking just a few shots behind. The final round is going to be one of those Sunday afternoons where you do not want to be anywhere except in front of your television. Now I want to hear from you. Which storyline are you watching most closely this weekend? Is it Fitzpatrick trying to become a 2-time Harbour Town champion? Is it Hovland chasing his breakout? Is it the quiet comeback of Patrick Cantlay? Or is it Morikawa trying to win while his body is barely cooperating? Drop your pick in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, you already know what to do. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you back here tomorrow with a full final round recap from Harbour Town. Take care of yourselves, my friends, and keep that club head down.